Okay, race fans, let's talk about Thursday, July 16th here at Delaware Park. We had a big 9-race card. We started early this morning to beat the heat. We started at 10:20. We got all 9 races in. We had a few nice big fields on the turf. Handle not too bad for a real early post time. We did over 1.2 million in handle today. Hopefully we'll do better tomorrow and Saturday when we start at our normal first race post time, 12:20 for tomorrow and Saturday. We have big 10 race cards for both tomorrow and Saturday. Let's get right to the racing action here in race 1. We had some big pick 5 payouts this afternoon. I'll tell you about them. Race 1 would kick off the popular early pick 5. We're going 5 furlongs. Main track was fast all day. Turf was firm. Race 1's a maiden claiming $50,000 for 2-year-old fillies. Let's go to the voice at Delaware Park, Josh Brown, with the call of Thursday's race 1.
Away and running. Great Destiny was the first one to ping. Maxie's Money is also right there in close attendance too. And there goes Sienna Bell deep on the track. And then you have Sweet Bourbon Tea traveling in fourth, and a slow start leaves Bourbon and Music last of all. So the sweet breakfast air from the track kitchen looms around the far turn. And it's Great Destiny leads in the 10:20 opener, but Sienna Bell takes the fight to her. And those two have kicked away by 5. Maxie's Money's all by herself in third. Sweet Bourbon Tea's at a 1-paced fourth. Bourbon and Music is a long-looking last as a good battle continues to brew between Sienna Bell, who's off the fence, and Great Destiny. These two ladies are 1-2, but go very wide. Maxie's Money starting to close in with sweet strides up the inside with 3/16 to go, and here comes Maxie's Money in that inside trip, closing with power and pace. Great Destiny still holding him at bay by 1. Now Maxie's Money peels off the fence and takes a crack at Great Destiny. Great Destiny still holding. Maxie's Money's getting closer. Coming up short, photo finish. Man, that looked like a dead heat between Great Destiny and...
All right, so a real tight photo finish here in race 1. The one Great Destiny wins it by half a whisker over the 2 Maxie's Money. What a thrilling stretch battle we had here in the opener. Nice ride, Jose Batista on Great Destiny for owner Scott Peck and trainer Nesville Hernan Balon. 2-year-old filly by Hard Spun breaks her maiden in her second career start. She went off 8-5 and paid $5.40 to win race 1. Let's take a look here at race 2 to kick off the early pick 4. Nice group of maiden special weight 2-year-olds here in the second race. We're going 5.5 furlongs on the main track. Let's check out the action from race 2.
Away and running. Tardy start for Rocky Road as Brisk Alley was the first one to hit the ground running. No Milo comes away in second, and they tear away from the opposition. Tatters tracks in third, and Nazir was the one who was reluctant to load. Mad Eyes Honor not traveling comfortably at all, passed by Rocky Road and Sound Check. So for them fight towards the half-mile pole, and Brisk Alley continues to lead while No Milo continues to chase. Tatters was a handful in the paddock prior to the start and looms on the outside with Nazira chasing fourth. Rocky Road is getting closer in a great big way. These are the 5 chances of the quarter poles in sight. So now No Milo inherits the lead. Brisk Alley tries to kick in second. Also right there in the thick of it too, Nazir on the outside, and Tatters is warming up to the job as they turn for home. Tatters cuts and runs and leads by 1. Brisk Alley probes up the inside, trying to battle back as No Milo. The back markers are closing in, but Tatters is kicked away by 3 open lanes. Mad Eyes Honor tries to land second and getting closer in a big way. Tatters is holding. Mad Eyes Honor in the final jumps trying to get there. Tatters has won it to beat Mad Eyes Honor, Sound Check, and Nazir.
Another tight finish there in race 2, but Tatters, the first-time starter for owner-breeder Dorothy Matz, the wife of trainer Michael Matz. Nice 2-year-old colt by Gervin, goes off 7-2 and gets the money in debut. Nice ride there, Julio Hernandez. Tatters paid $9.80 to win race 2. Keep your eye on the runner up there. Mad Eyes Honor had a strong rally to finish second. Keep your eye on that colt in his second career start. Let's turn the page here. Race 3 would kick off another pick 5. We're going 7.5 furlongs on a firm turf course with the rail at 25 feet. Maiden claiming $25,000 for filly mares 3 and up. Let's see what happens here in race 3.
Away and running. Nice start. Good speed from Tiz Complex and Aqua Blaze. Also chiming in, Who's Got Sense? Those are the first three. And very wide is Crab Mentality. Nature's Fury gets the box seat already in that fifth place position. Rock Talks one path off the rail, two paths deep is Caribbean Clarity. Verdun Tones goes very wide and No Solutions last of the nine. Who's Got Sense makes play and shows the way by a length and a half. Aqua Blaze is right there tracking the pace in second, and Tiz Complex is wrangled back to be in third. Crab Mentality's the deepest runner. The blue cap of Caribbean Clarity's holding fourth for the moment, and Nature's Fury's under some pent-up power but has nowhere to go. The last three continues to be Verdun Tones with Rock Talk, and No Solution still last of all. So it's all Who's Got Sense, and it's been smooth sailing so far. They race down to the 3 furlong pole, and it's all Who's Got Sense with an ever-expanding lead. Tiz Complex broke on top, now grabs second. Aqua Blaze needs to dig deep and find more in third. Now Verdun Tones is coming alive in a great big way. Nature's Fury comes under a ride and not responding, and Crab Mentality passes that runner, but they got to sprout wings for the moment. Who's Got Sense hugs that corner like a train on tracks and shot away by 4. Tiz Complex is starting to bridge that gap. Verdun Tones is closing in, and late on the scene is Crab Mentality. Who's Got Sense is a little leg weary but still holding everyone at bay at odds of 8-1. Who's Got Sense was simply never headed. Tiz Complex was second. Verdun Tones was third. Aqua Blaze was fourth.
Who's Got Sense loved her turf debut today. She went right to the front and kept on going. The 3-year-old daughter of Golden Sense breaks her maiden in her fourth career start for Fiasco Farms, the owner and breeder and trainer Juanita Bennett. Nice ride there. Ricardo Chappie, Who's Got Sense, paid $18.80 to win race 3. Let's take a look here at race 4. We'd kick off another pick 5 in the fourth race. We're going 5.5 furlongs beaten, claiming 5,000 here for 3-year-olds and upward. Let's see what happens here in race 4.
Away and running. Terrible start for Raleigh. Good speed on the outside from Sassy Lad. Winner is tapped for speed and going to take over the leading role. And the Wolfman is right there, poised up the inside in third. Broderick gets closer in between rivals in fourth. Deep on the track is Raleigh. And the trailer is Speedy Alex. Pace of plenty as they just flash past the 4 furlong pole. And the Wolfman now battles Broderick for that fight on the front. Around the far turn they go. The pink cap of Broderick tries to put that nose in front. The Wolfman stays at the rail. Deep on the track, Winner continues to come with power and pace on the far outside. Around the turn to the quarter pole they go. Winner kicks for the money and shows the way by 2. Broderick has no more to give. Raleigh tries to close in, and the Wolfman is dropped to last at the top of the stretch. Winner continues to strut his stuff with a 4-length lead. Broderick's a leg weary second. Closing on the outside is Sassy Lad. Up the fence is Speedy Alex, but it's all over up top, as it's going to be Winner's win. Winner bet down and hammered late. Getting up for second was Sassy Lad over Speedy Alex, who was third, and Broderick was fourth.
Winner gives owner trainer Caesar Nambo his first win of the meet. Nice ride there from the 7-pound apprentice Marvin Fernandez on the 5-year-old son of Unified, who's now a 4-time winner. He's now made close to $100,000 in career earnings. He paid $5.40 to win race 4. Let's take a look here at race 5 to kick off the late pick 5, 16,000 starter allowance for 3-year-olds and upward, optional claiming 16,000, going a mile 70 yards on a firm turf course. Let's see what happens here in race 5.
Away and running. Good inside speed from Wicked Boss. There goes the pace of Jake's Affection. They break 1-2. Deep on the track is Rags the Lace. Now joins that fight on the front. Then there's a cluster of 5 with Babbles scraping the paint. Merging traffic is right there. So is Fly now, and the gray is Ragman, who's caught very deep. Brewmaster tries to save some ground in front of Bold Licorice, and Mutabir is last of all. That's the 10 of them as they swing left for the first time. And Jake's Affection's on top of the group with 6 furlongs to go and shows the way by 1. Rags the Lace takes up the chase, and Babel has all kinds of room up the inside, and Babel can wait no more and takes the lead away from Jake's Affection at the 5 furlong stick, and Rags the Lace is floated a little wide, and Rags the Lace is in that third place position. Wicked Boss stays pinned towards the rail in fourth, and Ragman's all by himself in that fifth place position. Merging Traffic tracks in sixth. Brewmaster probes up the inside to be in seventh, and the last three need to pick up velocity with his Fly Now, Mutabir, and Bold Licorice at the back of the pack with 3 furlongs to go. Babel made that bold move around the far turn and leads by 3. Wicked Boss is giving Game Chase a joint second. Rags to Lace needs to dig deep in third, and Ragman tries to close in. The others really not making an impression as they turn for home. Babel at no less than 8-1 has built up a 3-length lead. Wicked Boss takes dead aim on the side the final 330 yards. Closing in late is Brewmaster. They're at the gap, and Babel continues to strut his stuff with a huge lead. Wicked Boss is chasing. Brewmaster is closing in a great big way, but running out of ground and running out of time. Babel has won it. Brewmaster was second, Flying Late was Fly Now, and Wicked Boss weakened in the stretch run.
Babel was a nice 8-1 winner to wrap up the early pick 5. Nice 3-year-old by 1,000 words gets his second lifetime win. Gives trainer Nesville Hernan Balon his second win of the day. Nice ride there on Christian Maldonado. Babel paid $18.20 to win race 5. If you hit the early pick 5, congratulations. There was only 2 winning tickets for the early pick 5. It paid $4,974.90. Congratulations if you had that. Let's take a look here at race 6 to kick off the late pick 4. We're going 6 furlongs on the main track. 16,000 starter allowance for filly and mares 3 and up. Optional claiming 16,000. Let's check out the action here from race 6.
Away and running. Good speed on the outside from Rozzy Roo and Take Charge Boo. They break 1-2, and Banaka comes away a handy third. Tasty Times up the inside in fourth, and the one that was very reluctant to load is Curling Spirit last of all. So it's Rozzy Roo on top of the group and shows the way over the other 4 ladies by 1 tight length. Take Charge Boo is right there second, but Banaka's closing in well in the white cap and takes that second place position away. Curling Spirit starts the race up on the far outside, and Tasty Time is right there too. Only 4 lengths would cover the lot. There's 3 furlongs to go for Rozzy Roo with that speed on display. Leads by a length and 3/4. Take Charge Boo is trying to repel the challenge of Banaka. Curling Spirit is sent hard on the far outside, and Tasty Time is last of all. Here comes the 3/16 pole for Rozzy Roo, but facing a fresh challenge from Take Charge Boo. These 2 ladies have traded jabs, but Take Charge Boo has built up a winning break now. Rozzy Roo has no more to give. Curling Spirit moves into second, and a stagnant Tasty Time runs into the trifecta, but it's all Take Charge Boo. Take Charge Boo is a 4-1 winner over Curling Spirit, Tasty Time, Rozzy Roo, and Banaka.
The Michelle Castillo barn gets their 4th win of the meet as Take Charge Boo goes off at 4-1 and pays $10.60 to win race 6. Nice ride there, jockey Wesley Ho on the 5-year-old mare by Take Charge Indy, who's now a 3-time winner from 5 starts. Congratulations to all the winning connections there of Take Charge Boo. Let's take a look here at race 7, our feature of the day. Nice first level allowance condition for filly and mares 3 and up. Going a mile, 70 yards on the firm turf course with the rail at 25 feet. Let's check out the action from the Thursday feature.
Away and running. Slow start for High View. Good speed on the outside for My Rhonda. Starship Athena. And up against the rail is Racy Ruby. Those are the first 3 as they settle down. So it's My Rhonda at the head of the group and crosses over to the rail. Starship Athena came away in second. And Caller Bluff is pulling hard under the jockey's hands. Satina's caught 3 paths deep. In between rivals doesn't hurt to flirt. And Racy Ruby's in a very claustrophobic spot. La Touche is in near the back half of the field along with Bounce. Second to last is Caprichosa in front, and a slow start leaves High View 10th and last. Around the first turn they go. My Rhonda trying to slow this right down, but has a pesky pace partner, and Caller Bluff is right there shadowing her speed in second. Starship Athena stays at the rail unhurried in that third place position. Satina's deep on the track in fourth, in between rivals trying to close in as Doesn't Hurt to flirt. Racy Ruby is trying to find a way through, is in that sixth place position and trying to get through traffic around the far turn. My Rhonda continues to strut her stuff. Caller Bluff is trying to pounce in second. Up the inside, Starship Athena starts the back pedal. Satana now starts to close in under whip encouragement. Bounce is going wide, and here comes La Touche in the black cap on the far outside. Still multiple chances past the quarter pole, and My Rhonda hugs that corner and cuts for the cash and leads by one. Still tracking a Starship Athena, closing with power and pace. Satina starting to erupt down the center of the track. Doesn't Hurt to flirt, dives towards the fence. It's down to two. My Wanda still leading. Starship Athena right there having the momentum, and Starship Athena has won it. It's close for second between Satina and My Rhonda.
Starship Athena gets the money for Starship Stables and trainer Michelle Nevin shipping down from New York. Nice ride. Angel Rodriguez on the 4-year-old daughter of Street Sense, who's now a 2-time winner from 5 starts. She paid $14.40 to win race 7. Now the big story here, race 7 in the payouts, if you hit the pick 5 that started race 3 and ended with race 7, well, congratulations, you were the only winning ticket. One ticket takes down the whole pick 5, $10,092.75. Congratulations if you had that. That's a nice big score on a hot Thursday afternoon. Let's take a look here at race 8 to kick off the late daily double. We're going a flat mile on the main track, 8,000 starter allowance optional, claiming 15,000 for filly and mares 3 and up. Let's see what happens here in race 8.
Away and running to a nice even start. Glows in the Dark was the first one to reluctantly break the line. CC Girl is also in close attendance, and Chelsea Wall's Fan 4 Pat Steep. Bracket has the inside trip, and last of all, Skip Through the Fire. So that's the first 5 of them as they go past the 7 furlong pole, and it's CC Girl out in front with a nice and relaxed lead, but Glows in the Dark wants none of that, and Chelsea Wall is also chiming in, and now the pace picks up inside 6 furlongs to go. Bracket sits the trip in that 4th place position, and so last of all, a Skip Through the Fire. The pace was very slow, and CC Girl just crawls along with Glows in the Dark, and these two ladies are inseparable with 4.5 furlongs to go. Chelsea Wall is right there, but under a loose rein to keep up with the other two is about a length and a half down off the lead. Bracket continues to travel well in this slow pace that's developing, and Skip Through the Fires. Last of all, they turn again, and Glows in the Dark now asserts her strides and kicks away the lead by almost 3/4 of a length. Chelsea Wall starts to close into the pace in second. CC Girl tries to re-rally in third, and Bracket's had the right trip today, but is wide and is in a joint third as they come to the top of the stretch. Glows in the Dark to confront Chelsea Wall, and 2 lanes down is Bracket. These are the 3 as they swing for home. Glows in the Dark finds a second wind and kicks away by 1. Chelsea Wall fully stretched. Bracket continues to make inroads down the center of the track inside the final furlong. Glows in the Dark still has a sizable advantage. Bracket's racing hard, and so is Chelsea Wall, but they're not changing the winning outcome. Glows in the Dark has won it. It's a head bob place photo between Bracket and Chelsea Wall. CC Girl weakened to 4th.
Glows in the Dark turning out to be a real nice claim for owner Dana Barber and trainer Christopher Seal. They claimed this filly for $8,000 late May. Now they won 2 in a row against Starter Allowance Company. The 4-year-old filly by the Factor, now a 6-time winner from 9 starts. She's now made well over $100,000 in career earnings. She gives jockey Jose Batista his second win of the day. $380 the win price, but the pick 5 that paid out this race, another big pick 5 payout, it paid $3,255.05. Let's take a look here at the 9th and final race from Thursday. Nice 5,000 starter allowance, 3 and up, optional claiming 8,000, going 6 furlongs. Let's see what happens here in the Thursday finale.
Away and running. A slight bobble from Leonids. Good speed on the rail from Gentle Breeze and Reverend Moon. Also chiming in is Captain Candy and Float On, and the pace is lively too. Leonids heads one, and Laddie Dance gets a wicked pace to chase. So four of them fight hard for the lead, and Captain Candy puts a nose in front. But that one is bracketed by Reverend Moon deep on the track, and Gentle Breeze stays at that rail. Float On smartly backs out of this pace tug of war. Leonids, despite a dip at the start, is right there too, and Laddie Dance looms a winning threat on the far outside with 3 furlongs to go. Reverend Moon now draws first blood. Captain Candy will try to counter in second, and Laddie Dance continues to close well, but now Reverend Moon in hand and in command, and is kicked away by 2 at the top of the stretch. Laddie Dance continues this long steady grind up the fences. Captain Candy, Gentle Breeze comes up the inside as they turn for home. Reverend Moon kicks away to lead by 1. Laddie Dance continues a long steady grind, battles with Captain Candy. Float On moves into 4th, but Reverend Moon just kept on fighting today. Reverend Moon bet down to 8-5 to win. Laddie Dance a sharp 2nd, Captain Candy 3rd, Float On was 4th.
Good to see the Bruce Kravitz barn get a nice win here with Reverend Moon, the 5-year-old son of Omaha Beach, now a 6-time winner. He's now made around $150,000 in career earnings. Nice ride there. Martin Chawan on Reverend Moon, who went off 8-5, paid $5.20. If you hit the late pick 5, congratulations, it paid well once again. Late pick 5 paid $1,677.75. Congratulations to Stavark Stable and trainer Bruce Kravitz and jockey Martin Schwann. Let's get a quick break. When we come back, I'll tell you about the big feature we have for you on Friday. All right, let me tell you about the feature we have on Friday. It's a big 10-race program, Friday and Saturday. First race post time 12:20. We have 3 fields on the turf Friday and Saturday. But our feature Friday is on the main track, race 9, going a mile 70 yards on the main track. It's a 3 other than allowance condition, optional, claiming $62,500. All 5 horses in the race have career earnings of 6 figures. The 1 Irish Exits made $404. The 2 Shafts Bullets made $340. The 3 Speediness, the even money favorite for Jamie Ness, he's made almost $500,000. Tracking Era $207. And How Great Is Nate, who loves it here at Delaware Park. How Great Is Nate's made over $400,000. He's a 4-time winner at Delaware Park. So that's a real tough upper level allowance feature of the day. Race 9 tomorrow to kick off the late daily double. All 5 runners in there have real nice resumes. That's a real salty group. Ness has 2 in there. Gary Capuano, Greg Compton, Andy Simoff. So some top trainers and jockeys as well. Looking forward to race 9 tomorrow. That's going to surely be an exciting feature. Our handle today on Thursday, we had that early post time. The handle was a little slow to kick things off, but it picked up throughout the day. Thanks to all our fans and bettors for making it happen. Thanks to all our horsemen and horses for putting on a great show on a hot day. We got done before all the heat really rolled in. Handle for Thursday, a little over 1.2 million in handle. Have a great Thursday night. We hope to see you here Friday at Delaware Park.
There's only one